Hi, Filter here. Um, Before I go any further, I'd like to thank um, Charming Man 93 for adding me into his circle, and I also would like to thank Davis Arini for giving me this idea. And it kind of goes to what we had a conversation. Me and Charming Man 93 had this conversation. uh, I didn't have alcohol. That's why I'm slurring my speech. Ha ha ha. About the difference between Anita Sarkeesian and Jack Thompson. And Jack Thompson, as David Serini very eloquently put it, you could have a little bit more respect for him in the sense that he believed in what he was doing. Anita Sarkeesian and John McIntosh, I have no idea what the hell they're doing. But I also like to point out the way they were portrayed in media. And and then I think this is the most important thing between the two. Jack Thompson came out, made his statements about violence in video games, and it's a simulator for a violence simulator. That's something like that. Now we honestly believed in what he thought, you know. And when it came to his detractors, and trust me, there were many of them that were able to speak. Now this is key. There were many of them able to speak. And maybe he had one person who said, well, there might be some validity to what Jack Thompson is saying. You know, a sort of pro Jack Thompson guy. When it comes to Anita Sarkeesian, however, it's pretty much the opposite. Anita Sarkeesian will say what she will, and then they'll have a bunch of people who will verify what she's saying, and then have one detractor make a statement. And even in that statement, is just a quick soundbite to put some form of doubt that even a detractor isn't even sure about what he or she is talking about. And I think that's what I wanted to point out. Again, if you look at the way Davis Arini put it, you'll see what I'm talking about because I think that to me is the most important thing about it. And like I said, to me, it's the media that's been coddling this person because there was a time when Jack Thompson, again, when he puts out there, he made a statement, and he was the butt of the joke. They made games about him getting his head ripped off and shit like that. He was put into mods into games where you could kill him. He was the big boss or something like that. They did that. And the Sarkeesian complains that they have a game where you get to punch her and bruises show up on her face. Well, hell spells. They did that bullshit to fucking Sarah Palin. But I didn't see feminists lose their fucking shit over that. The thing about it is, but that's what I'm getting at, and I think this whole media narrative is what's fucking everybody up. Now, on the subject of something you mentioned about body image and feminists, it's kind of funny that the body that Lara Croft has I've seen in real life. I've seen women with huge knockers, small waist, rounded hips, curvy hips. And believe it or not, if you look on the internet, Tumblr, look up a cosplayer that goes by the name of Belshare, and you'll see. I don't know whether she had implants or not, but she is like that. And there are numerous other cosplayers who are like that. There are women who, honestly, want you know want to look like that. They want to have a figure. Um, to give you an example, how these women are freaking out over body image and this at least feminists are, and they really don't speak to other women about their experiences. My girlfriend has been losing weight steadily over the past 4 months, and she seems to be on average of, I guess, 6 pounds a month. Because she, at one point, tipped the scales at 200. When I first met her, she was like 115 pounds. And then she just didn't, after about, sometime after we broke up, she just gained weight. Ironically, she broke it off with me, so it wasn't my fault that made her do this stuff. So let's leave it at that. But then we hooked up back together again, and but by this time she was already overweight. The thing about it is, she's not losing weight because an ad says so. She's losing weight because of health reasons. When she began to realize that her blood pressure was too high, and she found it difficult to navigate, to do things such as walk around the house and get up and the like, that's when she said, okay, this has got to stop. So, where feminists and people like Anita Sarkeesian and even Lacey Green, you can find her on YouTube. She's got her latest bullshit about bikini body ready and shit like that. It's just funny. It's just really really funny that they don't take into account just the health aspects of weight loss. And that to me is like the most saddest, the most and disturbing when you think about it. It's really really disturbing that they are not out there saying, ladies, yeah, maybe you shouldn't gain 70, 80, 90 pounds and then call yourself some gorgeous model out there on the fucking beach and be pissed that somebody says, hey, lose weight. It's just really, really bizarre. And it's also kind of funny. See, guys, we kind of have a body image issue thing. You know, some of us, in my case, I'm a big guy, and you know what? When I go to the beach, I'll wear shorts and I'll wear a tank top, not one rather a wife beater or something like that. Tank top, something like that. Anyways, I'll wear one of that because I know I don't have six pack abs, but I know that there are guys on the beach who have six pack abs. And if I see an ad featuring a guy with six pack abs, I think, damn, I should get like that. That's all I think. I don't break down into tears and cry that, oh no, I'm being body shamed. I don't know where these people get this shit. You know, like I said, when I go to the beach, I wear that, and quite frankly, I just kind of brush off the fact that there are people who are in much better shape than me. There's nothing I could do about it per se, unless I hit the treadmill more often, and that's about it. And maybe I should start doing that either way. So I'll just leave it at that. Uh, what else? Again, back to again how they talk about with games. Again, this is just getting way, way, way too ridiculous. It is getting way too ridiculous. You change up Lara Croft from busty, and you make her, you know, more appropriate, and you're pissed that now she's more appropriate. I guess what's next? You want to give her the figure of, I don't know, Rebel Wilson. You know, how about that? But then again, they'll probably complain that the fat girl is doing something on there and it's impossible. It's just getting to the point where this weird narcissistic bullshit has taken over. I mean, just it's just taken over. It sounds like I'm rambling here. I probably am, but as I said, this narcissistic bullshit has reached a, a weird level. I mean, not too many years ago, a woman sued a woman's gym to be an aerobics instructor. The problem is the aerobics instructor was 250 pounds. She was fat, she was overweight, and she sued for discrimination. I'll have to check and see whether she won. Well, you could check and see whether she won, but it was just one of those weird things where you would think, why are you going to do something this stupid? Why? Why? And again, this is where we get back to how feminists these days have become nothing more than a bunch of narcissistic, self indulgent, self absorbed crybabies. I mean, there was a time, again, in one of my previous videos, there was a time when we used to see those things that I am woman, hear me roar. And it's gone now. Now it's I need a safe space or else I'm going to break down and suffer from PTSD because somebody called me fat on Twitter. I don't know. I can only hope that if there's ever going to be an apocalypse anytime soon, we know that these people, SJWs and feminists, are going to be gone because they will not find a way to survive. They will have to survive on the charity of others. They will not be able to create or build anything on their own. You know it, I know it, and I think they know it too. Which is why they're trying their best to make sure that the system stays the way it is and hopes and prays that it does not collapse on them. Because once it does, they're done. Well, that's all for tonight. Well, really, this afternoon it's. Huh, oh, it's 1 o'clock. Well, have a happy. Bye.